Tom, there's no getting away from it. It's a big match against Maidstone at the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. There's no hiding from the fact that, it's what the gaffer would call it, a 6-pointer for us. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of games called off. Felt like it was in a bit of good momentum, but we've had some training and we're hoping to carry on the momentum we've had from back-to-back wins at home and looking for another one again Saturday.
And looking at the form at Plainmoor in recent weeks, it has slowly improved. For a long time we've been talking about how important it is to try and make Plainmoor a fortress, and that does seem to be coming now. 3 games of the last 4 have been victories. I think there's just one defeat in the last 11, which is particularly pleasing coming into a big match like this.
Yeah, definitely. I think at the start of the season it was a bit easy for teams to come to Plainmoor and take home some points. I think last season it was quite a hostile atmosphere quite a lot of time, and it made a bit of a foundation for us throughout the season. Unfortunately, we've not given the fans enough to cheer about and make it as hostile as we'd like it to be. But like you say, form's picked up of late, and an early goal Saturday, and hopefully the crowd can get right up for it and get behind us Saturday.
Now, some onlookers will be thinking, talking at home, Maidstone bottom of the table, change of manager, currently got a caretaker manager in George Olakobi. But it doesn't always work like that, does it? And you've always got to be aware of the wounded animal, if you like.
Oh, 100%. I know George well, to be fair. I played with him, so he'll have them right up for it. There's no getting away from that. They'll be rang up for it as well. So it's going to be a difficult game. There's no easy games in this division, no matter where they are on the table, no matter what form. I think you saw last night, Scunthorpe haven't won a game away from home for over a year, and then go and beat Halifax at home. We've got one of the best home records. So every single game is difficult in this league. So we're not going to take them lightly in the slightest. They're going to be bang up for it, so we've got to make sure we're right on it as well.
It remains very, very tight in this division, and there's a whole cluster of teams at the bottom, but there's also a whole cluster of teams just above, and there does remain that opportunity for one of those teams, hopefully Torquay United, to make their way up into mid-table pretty swiftly.
Oh, certainly. There's plenty of games left. Ultimately, we win our games, we haven't got to worry about anything. There's enough teams in the bottom half of the table that, just talking then, a couple of teams, in the bottom half who maybe not necessarily been spoke about yet, if they have 2 or 3 bad results in the spin and we have 2 or 3 good results, we jump above them anyway. So ultimately we've just got to worry about ourselves. We've got to win Saturday, and then everything else fall into place.
And finally, Tom, we are blessed with the Yellow Army, the most committed fans throughout the country, travelling up and down the country. How important are they going to be?
Oh, of course, yeah. I think I've said it. Many times this season. It's the support we get is incredible, especially, like say, considering the position we're in. It seems wherever we go, there's at least 200 fans. I felt sorry for the ones that travelled to Bournemouth last week, which was a shambles, to be honest. But I can't probably say too much about that. But yeah, it's they've been massive for us throughout the whole season, and we need them to carry on for the rest of that season, and it'll hopefully push us on.
Thanks for joining us, Tom, and best luck for Saturday.
Thank you very much.